Alrighty, well, you're receiving the largest configuration of our Bell & Howell solar disc lights. Normally we do 4, we've done 6. What happens? Everybody comes back and says, why didn't I buy more? So for today's special, we're offering 10. For today's special, we're doing more LED lights than we've ever done. So you're gonna get more power, more brightness, more light. We're made them that they're movable. They have a swivel on the inside so you can adjust your light for the first time. Never have to worry about a battery again. No special cords that need to be run. No electrician has to come in to create that beautiful lighting ambiance. And only choice you have is what color do you want to go with. So with over 44,000 gone, I will keep you updated on many of these exclusive colors that you're only going to find here at HSN. So 10 of the disc lights, and then you're going to receive 10 of the stakes that come along with it. This is the bronze. We have this available for you in gold, and that is going to be the next to completely sell out. I'll give you an update there. We have the exclusive white. And then lastly, where it all started is in that stainless color. Now they're all stainless, they're all weather resistant. You will love these. We're live on Facebook. We have some really great questions and people saying how much they love their Bell & Howell. We have just here at HSN sold over 2 million of this exact solar light in that disc design. And we've never done a configuration where we're offering 10 with all the upgrades at this great, obviously one day only price. So Lou Caputo is standing by. And Lou, I had a feeling this was gonna happen when I came in today. They were gonna start saying, you know what, Lynn? Yeah, quantities are going, colors are selling down, this is that, and it's still early. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. Well, you know, when you come out with something that is the largest configuration you've ever done, when you come out with something that's 100% brighter than it was the year before, and exclusive colors you can't get anywhere, I mean, is it any wonder, you know, that people are jumping all over this? And, you know, and the fact that, you know, the last Today special we did with disc lights was the regular disc lights. This time around, we've got the swivel action on these. So you can actually aim these lights wherever you want to once you stake them into the ground. Speaking of which, you are going to receive those stakes with these, and the stakes that come with these, you're going to get 10 of them, 1 for each light. You can stake these into the ground and you'll still have that swivel action because it keeps it just high enough that you can aim that light, or use them flat on your back. You can put them on top of any flat surface you want, like your pool deck, a table, anything like that, or vertically. And I think that's one of the coolest things about this is that you can mount solar lights vertically. Because remember, Lynn, in the past, that was like something you couldn't even think about doing because they had to be stuck in the ground. It was just like a tube with a light on the end of it, and that was it. Not anymore.
And you know, it's interesting, you were saying that a lot of the solar lights that you buy in the big box stores, we're not even sure what the metal is that they're made of. That's
it's mystery metal.
Right, mystery metal. And there's only one LED, usually.
Usually, yeah. These have 8 LEDs, upgraded from 4 last year. We had 4 LEDs last year, now we've got 8 LEDs. And these aren't just any kind of LED. When you look at them, see how they look like little dots? Those are what is known as surface mount diodes, okay? They're like little tiny computer chips. They put out a tremendous amount of light. They use very, very little power to do so, which is why they can stay on for so very, very long. These are all made of 305 stainless steel. And what I mean by that is, even though I've got the bronze one in my hand, underneath that, it's 305 stainless steel. The gold one, 305 stainless steel. The white one, 305 stainless steel. They're all stainless. Now, if you were to buy these anywhere else in the country, because they do sell these swivel disc lights other places, you won't get as many in the set. You're not going to get a choice of colors at all. All you're going to get is that natural stainless color, which is nice, but if you wanted the other colors, you can't find these anywhere else. And you're not going to get the 8 LEDs, which for my money, Lynn, makes all the difference in the world because that elevates these to an entirely different level when it comes to solar lighting.
100%, no doubt about it. And when I tell you so easy, I'm going to share my story. I mentioned this earlier. My husband and I have purchased property in an area where the electricity is just incredibly expensive, and we're not there very often. And so for safety issues, you know, and everything, we want to have some lighting on the outside. And with you know what, the only way to do this is to go by solar lighting. And I'm telling you how much we've saved in the long run. Not only that, just for safety reasons, when we're not there, we know that the lights are on. It's just, it makes you feel better. But you're saving in the long run here as well on electricity, because to be able to, normally to create that kind of, special lighting, if you will, on the outside, you have to have someone come in and do it professionally. And that usually is going to be involved in wiring electricity and so forth and so on. Not with this. You do nothing. This is the most genius thing. The sun does it all. And nighttime comes, you have the most beautiful light you could possibly imagine. Or leave them outside. You're getting 10 of them. We had a question earlier, can we bring them inside? Yes, as long as they're outside, they get the sunlight. You bring them in at night. You can use them, again, you were saying you lost power. These were a godsend, or just what Kelly did. She used them as a decorative background. She put a beautiful glass underneath of it and gave it that wonderful ambiance. But this today's special, Lou, hands down, I said this earlier, don't get one. I'm telling you, especially at this price and the fact that you can get it home for $10, you are gonna say, oh, why didn't I get another pack? I have a million ideas as where I'm gonna place these. So gold now, they're telling us will definitely end up selling out most likely in the next hour. Or in our next presentation or this presentation. So if you have your heart set on the gold with now, 45,000 gone on the day today. So Lou, take us through again. I was telling you my personal story, but these are just so beloved because it's Bell & Howell. The company's been around for over 100 years. Look at the lighting. Look at the power of that lighting.
Isn't it amazing? See, you would never expect a solar light to be able to do what they're doing here. I mean, look at the wall behind me, how well that's lit up on the sides there. Everything in front of me is, all the lights in my studio are off. All of them, okay? I got a couple through the glass back here, but that's not hitting me in the front. Everything you see on me is coming off of these solar lights, and that's what's so incredible, is the quality of the light these put out. But when you look at these, Lynn, take a look at these from above, and I want to show you something here. I'm gonna spray some water on here, because the reason I do that is to show people that these are, of course, weather resistant, but I want you to see this. Look at the way it turns that mist into a light show. And the reason they can do that is because they are just so darn bright. There's so much power coming through these. Now, don't think of these as regular solar lights, because you can use these in unconventional ways. For instance, maybe I want to use it as a coaster. Maybe I've got company coming over, and I think it'd be fun to do that. My wife Kelly and I have done this many times. We have a set that we just have on tabletops in our backyard. We've got like an outdoor living room set. We keep them on there, So to your point you mentioned a moment ago about people buying one set and making a mistake with that, I agree 100%. Because remember, a few years ago, this was a 4-pack. Then it was a 6-pack. Now it's a 10-pack. Why does that keep happening? Because people are buying more and more and more of these. And if you put the 10 in the ground, you're going to see that beautiful walkway, that pathway, your flower bed, whatever it is you light up, and you're going to say, you know what? I should have gotten more. I could have done more with these. And you're right, you can.
You can. Any of those areas that, when you come home and you say, geez, it's so dark. Maybe it's going up the steps, or like you said, in the driveway area, you always wanted to create that beautiful ambiance of the lighting going up on each side. This is the easiest way that you could possibly think of. You do nothing. You turn on one switch, you let Mother Nature and sunshine do its work all day, and then you get this beautiful, beautiful illuminated light. As soon as it gets that little, touch of darkness, it'll automatically go on. So yes, if you are just tuning in, it is our best value today. We're just showing you here on our outside set some of the different places that we placed it. We have a little picnic table here to the side. And to Lou's point, this is what you could do. You could go over, right? You have this as accent lighting for when people are coming up. You could go over and then, pick up your lights, right? And then as you're serving your, cocktails or your drinks, or you can use these now as coasters, and then it's going to illuminate. I said, they sell coasters, illuminated coasters, that do just that, and you could probably get 4 for the price that we're offering for our entire today's special, where you're getting 10 of the solar disc lights. So that's the other thing, the portability. You can move them anytime you want to, Lou.
Yeah, I mean, if you're somebody that has an RV, I've seen people take these with them and outline their campsite with them. I mean, they're great for boaters. If you drop anchor or dock someplace, you can put them around the cockpit if you're sitting out there eating or something like that. I mean, it's very easy to do that. But, think of these for safety, because, I mean, look at the staircase here, how well lit that is now. Nobody's tripping on this. You can see each and every step on there. Think about them for security. If you're driving by, and let's say this was a house, and you see the mailbox all lit up, and you see over here the stairs were all lit up, this is not the house that you're stopping at. You are not coming here. And then think about them for beauty, because everything out here looks gorgeous. And what about for the holidays, Lynn? Look at that luminary that's down there by the mailbox. That's not a candle inside of that. That's not a flashlight. That is a Bell & Howell swivel disc light sitting inside there. And it is absolutely gorgeous the way that's lit up. Or if you're feeling creative, you can do what my wife Kelly did and set up some underneath some art pieces that you might have, like she did on the vases that are behind me here over my shoulder. And you kind of uplight them from underneath. Those are glass, and that light is just going through them and just lighting up the whole thing top to bottom. I mean, they look absolutely gorgeous. So don't let your imagination, be stifled. Don't think, okay, I can only use these one certain way because they're solar lights. No, they're not your regular solar lights. They're not your parents' solar lights. These are your solar lights. You use them the way you want.
That's it, and you're getting 10 of them, so you're able to do so. And I'm also being told, right, that most people are ordering 2 or 3. And in terms of, again, just where you're going to use them and where you first put them, this is my own personal, it happened to me. I started with a 4-pack, and this is years and years ago. And then it's like, oh no, I need more over here. I need more over here. Oh, I need more out here. So any of those dark areas, or just to be able to, again, we're talking about gardening today, how pretty, to be able to light up all your flower beds. We were showing in some of the footage there, you're maybe around a tree, a beautiful tree, an old tree. You always would love to have it illuminated. It's in a dark area in your house. Use these. You can easily do so, and you do absolutely nothing. You turn the switch, the sun powers it, and at night you get this gorgeous ambiance. All 10, $39.95 with FlexPay, and I want to explain that because we are welcoming hundreds of first-time shoppers on the day today. When you shop using any major credit card or debit card or Apple Pay or whatever, your easiest way is to shop, and if you choose that, you don't have to pay this all off at $39.95 in one purchase. You can go ahead and split up those purchases, those amounts of $10 basically over the next 4 months. And here's the great thing. We're shipping these to you immediately. You're gonna receive these in the next few days. Every single purchase that you make with us here at HSN, it's the most risk-free, easy way to shop. Comes with your 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked. So we welcome the hundreds of first-time shoppers, especially with our fabulous Today's Special. I know you're gonna be delighted. Those of us who know Bell & Howell and know the solar lights, ordering more than one, and that's great because now you're getting, think of it, you're getting 2, you're getting 20 individual lights. So 10 lights, 10 of the stakes, you just choose. Bronze, we have the gold. And we want to mention again, the 10 stakes enables you, especially if you are going to do a specific spot area of light on a tree or whatever it might be. These also swivel. Mine don't swivel. I mean, they're thinking of everything. These are so elite. White, or of course the stainless color, which they're all stainless steel. They're nice and sturdy. They're secure. Right. We're busy, Lou, needless to say.
I'm not surprised.
For good reasons. Okay, someone's just tuning in. Let's talk a little bit about what solar power and Bell & Howell is all about.
Well, here's what's interesting about these. A couple of years ago, if you wanted to get lights with this much output on them, okay, that use this little power, in this case, no power, but, use very little power, you would have to install what they call low voltage lighting, which is just what all these wires are here. And that means digging a lot. Trenches, wires going underground, electricians coming out. I mean, bulbs burning out. I mean, all these things happening. That's not going to happen with your Bell & Howell lights. Now, the other thing is that typically when we think solar lights, we think big box store. We think I'm going to go and buy as many as I possibly can get for a certain amount of money, okay? Not a great idea because you get what you pay for. It's like my dad used to say, buy well or buy often. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. In this case, you're buying often because you're getting a light that's made of the legendary mystery metal. We don't know what this is, but it's incredibly lightweight. Has one bulb in it, little tiny solar cell, and more importantly, this is a down light. This is going to put a little circle on the ground, and it's nice. I mean, it's okay, but ours are up lights, and you're getting 8 surface mount diodes in every single one of these, the latest in LED lighting technology. So you're getting something that is so, as you said a moment ago, I love the word, it's elite. It really is. When it comes to solar lighting, that's what you're getting. And then the mounting options that you get with ours too, that you can use the stakes in the ground and still swivel them, that you can mount them flat on their back and still swivel them, or you can mount them as I have it here, vertically and still swivel that and get some play out of that too. So many different ways to use these, Lynn. They are definitely not the solar lights that we all remember from our childhood.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No, it was like cool. It's like, oh, they do light up, kind of. This is a whole different generation. This is that LED. They are bright, and we're trying to showcase it as best as we can. Obviously, it's better to see it on the footage when it is dark, but those lights that you're seeing here that we have set up on our outside studio, those are what is giving you that beautiful, bright LED, and it's almost like a blue-white light. It's so, so pretty. You got to really kind of see it when we went back into the studio with Lou when when the lights were down. You can see how powerful any which one of these are. So 10 today, as a today's special. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I know we're very busy with now over 46,000 that have been selected. That's well over 3/4 of the quantity that we started our day with. There's easy ways to shop with us. I just don't want you to miss out on your first color choice, and of course this wonderful one-day only price. So you can shop hsn.com. You can download our HSN app onto your shopping, whatever your mobile device or your tablet, however is most convenient. And that way it's just a press of a couple buttons and you're securing this, and we are going to make sure you get this great one-day only price and a whole different world getting ready for spring on the outside and just creating that beautiful ambiance that lighting will do, especially specific lighting. Now even directed lighting for the first time because of that swivel action. So super, super busy. Touch-tone ordering is another option. But Lou, this is what happens, you know, as the day comes on, we know Bell and Howell, we have sold, what, over 2 million just in general through the years of these solar lights. So to get this at the best price ever and the largest configuration of 10 individual discs, we're not surprised in the least.
Well, you know, it's funny too, because there are certain products that I sell that customers will reach out to me and ask me about on Facebook and other social media. And this is one of them. People were like clamoring for a solar disc light, you know, today's special. But, you know, what I didn't tell anybody was that we were going to have so many in the deal, and I didn't tell anybody that they were going to be 100% brighter. Think about that. When do you buy a product and the next generation is 100% better in any way? That never happens. But see, that's what Bell & Howell does. And when you look at me standing here, I mean, this is a really cool look with these lights. I mean, they throw up a really brilliant white light. You know, you have no problem seeing colors or anything with these. And they're going to look great around your foliage because they're uplights. You can see right here, yeah, you can aim these anywhere you want. So I can aim these lights anywhere I need to. And that's what's so neat about these is the way that you can work with them. You know, I love that about these, Lynn. And that's something, like you said, the ones you had before, you couldn't aim them. They wouldn't do that. I mean, you know, now, if they don't do it, you know what? You got to get these.
No, you know what? You're absolutely an upgrade because that would be really cool. I love the ones that I have, but in order to be able to create that specific directional light, I'd have to set one like on one specific side or kind of, you know, use the stake and set it up a little bit so I could get that perfect, you know, angle of the light that I wanted to hit a tree or a plant or a specific, you know, area, dark spot. These swivel, so that's the genius part. That's the first time I didn't even know that they had that. It's just a great, clever idea, and that goes, you know, all the way around. It swivels fully around. We'll tell you how, again, to get started. Basically, Lou, I said it's one button, right? One button. That's it.
One button on the back, you turn them on one time, and then the sun regulates them for you.
There you go.
There's never anything you have to touch or anything you have to mess with on them. Here's the other thing, Lynn. You know, we were talking about our old solar lights, the disc lights, which we still sell and are still awesome for doing the uplighting on things. But if you want, you can mix and match these with those. You know what I mean? If you want to put a couple of these in mixed in with those on specific things that you want to uplight at an angle, you can 100% do that. Because remember, all the Bell & Howell lights, they're all 305 stainless steel. So if you've got bronze, the bronze matches. If you've got black, the black matches. Everything matches going back. So they're going to look good working with them. But when you look at this again, I just love walking over here because I think it shows really a great job of how these lights work. I mean, how the staircase is illuminated. You know, and I've seen lights where like you just see a little glow sitting down on the actual, you know, step itself. But this is going all the way up. Look at this, all the way up to here. The whole banister, the whole railing is lit on this. The luminary, I think, is a great example because look how bright that is. You can't get that kind of light from that with a candle. You know what I mean? And it looks absolutely, even in a jack-o'-lantern, Lynn, what do you think? For Halloween, why not? Put it in there. Let it charge during the day, stick it in there at night.
Same thing, Lou. I was like, oh, that'd be cool for a jack-o'-lantern, or, right? Even just to put into a planner. You can take any one of these. Quick question. Carrie on Facebook was asking, can you mount them to your deck? If so, how? And I know you touched on that earlier.
So instead of letting them sit on the deck, what she's saying is she actually wants to like screw them down to the deck?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You could do that, because if you put the screw in, just like you would hang it up on a wall, I'll show you the keyhole in the back of this. This is what I would do, okay? If I were gonna, be my handyman self. I would go in there and I would actually put a screw down on the deck as close as I could get it where this would still fit in the keyhole, put it on there, and then just slide it into place.
Oh, that's a
and
good
that
idea.
would hold it. You know what I mean? That would hold. I mean, you'd still be able to kind of rotate it around a little bit if you really wanted to. But if you're worried about the wind or something catching it, 100% that would do it.
Perfect. Well, and you're getting, again, I hope that helped you out, Carrie. Keep those questions coming because we love hearing, and ideas. If you have these, tell us some of the ideas.
Oh, yeah.
Where you placed your solar lights. I was mentioning my neighbor just had professional lighting put on a dock, on his dock, and spent a fortune. Looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And then the other neighbor said, well, yeah, it looks great, but I'm not spending that, and just used the flat disc, right, as solar lights. And I'm telling you, it looks pretty darn close as the really, really expensive one. So there's another idea. I mean, different places, that's it. No batteries, nothing. No.
It's so simple to use, yeah.
So simple. And then you're getting, look at that's a great example there. I was saying the power of those lights, Lou. And these are more LEDs than ever.
Yeah, you're getting literally double the number, 100% improvement in terms of the lighting on these. And I mean, think about this for a second too. Typically, in my backyard, I've got spotlights, that I could turn on, but that crushes the ambiance. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like being in a prison yard. I mean, there's nothing about that that's soothing at all. That's why I like to have these back there on the tabletops. When we have company come over, if we're sitting out by a fire pit or whatever we're doing, having these around on the tabletops next to us on the end tables and all that sort of thing, it gives you enough light that you have no problem seeing other people, talking to them, reading, a bottle or something if you're pouring wine. I mean, you can do all of that stuff. They put out plenty of light. Or if you just want to spruce up the look of your house, I'll tell you right now, Lynn, I know so many people that are selling their houses right now. It's absolutely remarkable. But the best way to get that curb appeal, like when we bought our house, we went by in the daytime, nighttime. We wanted to see what it looked like.
Sure.
You get some of these out there, boy, the curb appeal at night is going to be off the chart, especially if you put them in the bushes. You line your driveway with them. I mean, all these different things you can do. It is the quickest, easiest way to upgrade the look of your house at night. It's so simple to do. Anybody, literally anybody can put these in.
Anybody. That's the beauty. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Believe me be. Here's an update. All right, here's what's happening. The bronze now. We have 1,200 remaining. But here's the thing. We started with 20,000 of the bronze. So 1,200 remain. Good luck to you there. Alrighty, gold. I have 1,200 remaining now. Started with, again, the thousands and thousands of these as well. Classic white. I mean, these are the exclusive colors here at HSN, and white's always one of our most popular. And then the signature, which is that stainless color. So you get 10 stakes, you get everything you need for beautiful, beautiful, powerful lighting, directional lighting, because of that swivel detail here, more LEDs than we've ever offered before, and the Bell & Howell name, we mentioned that. We have a clock up on the screen. Here I go again, 47,000 on the day, very, very popular, extremely busy. So easy ways to make sure you're able to get through, quickest ways is that HSN app or hsn.com or our touch tone ordering. That way you get right to the front of the line, especially if you want that bronze, and the gold at this point is they're starting to get super limited. So Lou, in our final minute, final thoughts of our best value of the day. I know what my thoughts are. This is never gonna last the full day.
Oh, no, it's not. I can tell you that now. And if you're looking at this and you're thinking like, I don't know if that's a good deal. Folks, it's the largest configuration we've ever done. It's 100% brighter than the ones we offered last year. And you still got a choice of some of those exclusive colors right there. I think this one's kind of a no-brainer, really. No,
there's no doubt about it. And what is the today's special for those who are tuning in? And Lou, also, I love that so many, I want to say it was like 500 first-time ever shoppers here today
Oh, great.
shopping with HSN because of this today's special. So that I love. So welcome, and I was, you know, it's terrific because it's a today's special we do every night, start at midnight. It's obviously the best value on the day, and we can, you know, obviously honor that price until quantities are gone or until we start another brand new day. We bring this configuration back again, and hopefully we're gonna be able to do so. It'll be $49.95. Still fantastic for a set of 10, right? So today at $39.95, the 4 flex payments, under $10 to get them home and see for yourself. I'm so thrilled that many of you are being smart, because it happened to me too, and ordering more than one. You're gonna want to. You really, truly are. Lou, thank you, my friend. We'll see you back a little bit later on as we start this first day of spring.
All righty, see you in a bit.
Okay, take care. Bye, Lou.